What's up, YouTube? It's the Ineradicable Iconoclast. You may have seen in social media lately, it's been quite a bit, about net neutrality. And FCC is going up against Verizon and Comcast because Verizon and Comcast want to get rid of the net neutrality rules. Now, they're not laws, but the net neutrality rules are, among other things, that internet service providers, they cannot treat traffic from one website different than traffic from another. What this means is that it doesn't matter where you're going on the internet, you're still going to get the same quality of service, in theory. Obviously, there are some areas that have dodgier internet. That's not part of this. The reason why Verizon and Comcast want to get rid of this is because they want to create a fast lane on the internet. Obviously, they're going to charge the companies who are in this fast lane quite a bit more for having prioritized traffic. Now, you may think, well, that sounds good. If Hulu or Netflix or YouTube or whatever movie streaming site I choose to use, if they're in this fast lane, great. It means I can get my videos even faster. Yeah, that's true. Except, they're going to be charging a lot. To begin with, they're going to be charging a lot of money for this. Because they can. They would be able to if net neutrality was gone. They would be within their rights to charge anything they chose to. They could charge $1 million a week for this if they wanted to. Perfectly legal. But guess where? Guess where that money is going to come from? It's not going to come out of Netflix or Hulu's profits. It's going to come out of you. They're going to raise their prices. By a fair amount, most likely. So, if we're not going to benefit from this, because it doesn't look like we are, the only people who are really going to be able to benefit from this are the corporations. The big corporations, which means the small businesses, the little 2 and 3 employee websites who, they're just struggling to keep their head above water, they're going under. If net neutrality goes, they are right behind it. Now, once upon a time, the internet was a free and open source. Anybody with internet access could get on any web page, and they could get anything. They could be on Facebook. They could have access to the information. There's a reason why no one company owns any large portion of the internet. No one country owns any large portion of the internet. It's because it's not. It's not a company's network. It's not a country's network. It is a network by the people, for the people. That is always what it has been since its inception. I'm not going back as far as DARPANET, but when it became the internet, it has been the internet as we know it. Granted, there have been minor changes. There's a lot more. The technology has grown with it, so it has evolved. But for the internet to continue to evolve, and the internet to continue to remain free and open, and not a network that is controlled under the iron fist of Verizon or Comcast or Google. Not that I have a problem with Google, but any of the service providers, AT&T, Sprint, because guess what? The cell phone companies will be right behind on this. If this falls, net neutrality falls, the cell phone companies will jump on it, and they will stop streaming. Because, well, you're going to need to pay more to allow streaming on your phone. They will be able to do that. And so will any other internet service provider. They will be able to block you from doing any streaming whatsoever, playing online if it takes up too much bandwidth. You see where this is going. So, what do we do about this? If you have Twitter, if you have Facebook, whatever social media you have, if you have MySpace, Friendster, I don't care. Spread the word. Net neutrality has to stand. It has to. We have to save the internet as we know it. We know the internet as a free and open resource. It should remain that way. If Verizon or Comcast, if they get a stranglehold on the internet, they're not letting go. I can guarantee you that. That is not a worst case scenario. You know it as well as I do, that nobody will give up control over the internet. The internet is the most valuable thing in the world. Think about how much Facebook went. It's only a small part of the internet. Think about the value of that. Whoever controls that controls everything. They're not giving it back. So, if you have Twitter, tweet. If you have Facebook, share. Share this video. Share any video about net neutrality. But do it. Spread the word. We need to get the message to the FCC. We need to save the internet, or we will lose it forever, and then there's no getting it back. And I don't think any of us can even imagine how much that would change our lives in 2014 if the internet completely changed. But anyway, so again, go share. Share this with everybody. Tell your friends, tell your family. Whether you share my video or you share somebody else's video. Go do it. Go tweet. Go spread the word. Let's get in touch with the FCC and save the internet. Once again, this is the Radical Iconoclast, and I'll see you around. As long as the internet is still around.